If you love the Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro, you're going to absolutely love this special Alpine Edition because it's basically the same bike, albeit with an Akrapovic silencer, crash bars as standard, and of course this very unique, lovely colour with the white and the blue. But here's the thing, does all that make this bike feel extra special and extra premium? Or is it just a more expensive GT Pro? Let's find out. You know what they say, assumptions make an ass out of you and me, and that's exactly what I'm guilty of here. Because when I planned what I was going to say about this bike in the intro, I assumed the Alpine Edition would be way more expensive. I mean, you're getting an Akrapovic silencer, crash bars as standard, and a bougie new colour scheme. But I was wrong, because thanks to a price adjustment on the GT Pro, you can get this Alpine Edition for only around £300 more than you can a GT Pro. At the heart of the Triumph Tiger 900 Alpine Edition is Triumph's 888cc T-Plane Triple, producing around 108 horsepower and 90 Nm of torque. Suspension is Mazzocchi front and rear, with electric preload adjustment at the back, so it's the same setup as a GT Pro, which means you're getting that higher spec touring ready suspension straight out the box with this model. Braking is handled by twin 320mm front discs with Brembo Stylema calipers, and I am quite the fan of a Stylema caliper. Other features that this bike comes with: heated grips, cruise control, rider modes, and a full TFT display with connectivity. Not forgetting Triumph Shift Assist and a USB charging socket as well. Wet weight comes in around 220 kilograms, fuel capacity sits at 20 litres, and the seat height has two settings, the lowest 820mm and the tallest 840mm. Now, for me, this is what it's like to sit on this bike as a 5'4" individual, or 162 centimetres, with a 29-inch or 73.66cm inside leg. Now we know what that looks like, I think it's time to ride. Right team, we're out on the Triumph Tiger 900 Alpine Edition. So before we set off, I've just pressed the mode button. I'm having a little looky-loo here, and we've got sport. So with sport mode, ABS is in road, map is in sport for a crispy throttle. Traction control is on sport, so I can only imagine it's reduced, and suspension is giving on road. If we go down, we've got off-road, so off-road ABS, off-road map, off-road traction control, off-road suspension, but we're not off-roading today. We've got a rider configurator one, so I can fanny around with that and make it how I want. We've got a rain one with ABS road, map rain, so a very, very dampened, pardon the pun, throttle, and traction control in rain, so it will be pretty high and quite intrusive. And then suspension is on road 2/9. And then we've got road, sport, road, and on road 5/9. What we're going to do is we're going to go with sport, and the higher the number, I'm assuming the sportier the suspension, given the fact that we're in sport mode and it's increased. So yeah, I think we'll press the tick button to select sport. There we go, bit of a laggy dash as usual from these Triumphs, but we'll crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong on, because we want to ride this bad boy and see what it's all about. Clear, don't mind me. So we've got to behave ourselves because we're still in a 30 miles an hour, so we shall be a law-abiding citizen. Wow, look at this thing, how beastly is that? We'll drop it down to second and we will feel the torque. And oh, front end went light, gets to 60 very, very quick, very nice. I like that, it was good. We've got a quick shifter and auto blipper with this, so we just blipped right down the box. Oh yes. Third gear pull is generous and plentiful. We love it. Oh yes, nice, nice, nice. Oh, all the bikers are out today. All right, I can see why they're picking these roads, because these roads are about 40 minutes from me and Mike, and they are wonderful. I cannot lie. I absolutely love a rare dry day around these roads. Ah, sexy. So yeah, 888cc, and it's got a, do you know what, I always almost want to call it a T-Pain engine, but T-Pain is a rapper, so yeah, it's definitely not a T-Pain T-Plane engine. That's it. So we've got 106.5 brake horsepower, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, and we got 90 newton meters of torque. And you know what, I've got to say, when Triumph said, do you want a Tiger 900 Alpine Edition, I wasn't that excited, and I'm sorry Triumph, but I don't know, the Tiger 900s have never really excited me. But after how this bike is handling these bends, I feel like I was wrong for thinking that, you know. Yeah, I shouldn't have thought that about it, because actually, you know, if you are just wanting a bit of a backlane scratch and a backlane hoon, this bike has got your back. Clear. Let's go, baby. So she's quite heavy, but when you actually get on her and get moving and grooving, you don't actually feel the weight too bad. Oh, the pull's great, you know. The pull is lovely up to those national speeds. It does have a bit of pep and urgency about it, which is nice. I don't know why I didn't think it didn't, and I misjudged it. There you go, that's a YouTube title right there, isn't it? The bike I misjudged. And I did, because I didn't think I would really get on with it, but yeah, I'm vibing. Life is good. So this bike is basically a GT Pro. And with the GT Pro, one of the main like sophisticated pieces of equipment that you do get with it is the electronically adjustable preload. Ah! Hold on, Kate. And what I would probably say is, if you just wanted a bit of a commuter or a backlane scratcher, or you just wanted to ride one up just with yourself, and budget was a factor and a consideration, you know, you'd probably be perfectly happy with a non-GT Pro. But I think having the GT Pro, or certainly the Alpine Edition, because the Alpine Edition is basically a special edition GT Pro, I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit more of a versatile bike, in the sense that it's easier to change the preload if you were to go two up, or you were going to load the bike up with luggage. You know, it's just a push of a button, which is quite nice. Yeah, boy! All the bikes are out. Oh, the brakes are pretty handy on this as well. I don't know why, I just had it in my head that it wouldn't have particularly strong brakes on it, but it actually really does. We've got some proper meaty Brembos on this. Oh, and they work lovely. Get it? When you get a bit carried away. Like, who the hell do I think I am? Riding an adventure bike like a bloody sports bike. Can you, tatties? In fact, I can probably ride adventure bikes better than I can ride sports bikes, because I'm not very good with the whole face down, butt up sports bike riding position. It's not for me. I'm too creaky, I'm too broken. Oh, before, but I do like this. This is actually very surprising. I like it a lot. I didn't think I would. Brakes, right down. Are they? No, I thought they were Highland cows in that field, but they're just brown cows. Hey now, brown cow. Hey now, brown cow. But we do have a 6-axis IMU with this, so we've got that cornering, ABS and all that good stuff, cornering traction control, etc, etc. The screen is doing a cracking job for me right now. Honestly, I feel so protected from the wind and the elements. So yeah, zero complaints with that. One thing that I do find a bit annoying, actually, I must pass comment on it, is this comes with crash bars because it's the Alpine Edition, but I find it very close to the gear stick. So me with my mighty size 4s, I'm kind of struggling to get my foot under the shifter a little bit. Not under the shifter, sorry, on top to gear down, because it's right. Well, like, if we just have a look now, like you can see how close that is. So yeah, that's definitely a bit of a con, this bike. But yeah, cruise control, hallelujah. Get so many people battling in my comment section about whether cruise control is necessary or not. And there are so many people that are like, we've been without cruise control for years, why do we need it? But honestly, I think I'm in the cruise control is a must brigade. And do you know why? Because we are riddled with average speed cameras and, you know, cash cow generators all across the UK. There's so many, and if you've got to do some big miles on the motorway to get to the good roads, it is just nice to have that peace of mind to set your cruise control at 70 and know that none of those sneaky bloody yellow things are going to flash you on the gantry. So yeah, I am team cruise control. Are you team cruise control? Let me know. Oh, see, that would have been nice to do an overtake there, but it's a race parcel force. Look at him. He's utilising the whole road, and I can't blame him. Man's got Verstappen spirit, and I'm here for it. But it does limit my overtaking opportunities, doesn't it? Oh, dead thing. Oh, dead thing. Oh gosh, it's Death Valley. But no, and I'm not going to be doing like a massive, like, this is just a first impressions, let's just say, first impressions review. I'm not going touring on this, I'm not loading it up to the hill, I'm not taking a pillion, and I suppose these are all things that you want to know if you're considering buying a Tiger 900, but I mean, with Triumph they don't insure you for pillions anyway, so even if I had the time, it couldn't be an option, unfortunately, because it just wouldn't be insured, and nobody wants that. Let's wave at the biker. Yes, it's just living it, isn't it? Whoa, so that's a big bump there. Handled it pretty nicely, to be fair, even in sport mode. We crashed over it a little bit, but it was alright. My fillings are still intact. I've got a feeling overtaking opportunities with this guy might be a bit limited, but it is what it is. It is what it is. At least I can take a moment to just absorb in the beautiful countryside. I mean, do you know what? If you're looking far enough ahead and you can see that there's nothing coming round, because most things would be taller than the hedge and you could see, but there's that 1% chance that that guy is out on a sunny Friday in one of those like little kit cars, and then you go to overtake because you think it's clear and it's not, so I ain't risking it. What about you? Do you have to be 100,000,000% clear? Or would you take risks like that, or do you consider other road users that might be a little bit lower than you? Let me know. Right, well, I think I'll take you guys to my outro. Right team, well, I'm back in from riding the Triumph Tiger 900 Alpine Edition. Did I expect to like this? In all honesty, no, I didn't. And I definitely feel like I judged a book by its cover, because they've just never really kind of done anything for me, the Triumph 900s. They've never really floated my boat or tickled my pickle. However, I don't know why. Maybe I just haven't had the opportunity to ride it on twisties and, you know, proper like tight country lanes. And this thing comes alive on them. Let me tell you, I did not expect it at all. I think it's because the last Tiger I rode, a 900, was a GT Low or a GT Pro Low, like the Low edition. And honestly, it had zero ground clearance. I did go on a bit of a sporty ride on that one, and I was scraping the pegs left, right and centre, and it just felt a bit unnerving, and I don't know, I just didn't really bond with it all that well. But getting on this, the non-low, the like basically what is a GT Pro, really enjoyed it. Handles far better than I thought it would. It's actually quite comfy. Now the seat feels rock hard, but what I can say is after riding it, it didn't feel that bad at all. So that surprised me. And everything, like the bars, the dash, the tank size, everything just kind of feels nice about it. Now, Alpine Edition, you know, bit extra, but you get the Akrapovic. I haven't really ridden a Tiger 900 in a while to remember the exact sound of a standard can. To me personally, when it comes to like dealer fitted or factory fitted Akrapovic's or, you know, different exhausts, when it comes from factory it has to be homologated, I can never say that, for road. So I don't know, to me these kind of exhausts never really add much. Do you agree or disagree with that one, or do you think I'm just chatting garbage? But for some reason, when it's these kind of exhausts, like OEM extras from the manufacturer, you know, in looks, yeah, they offer a lot. It looks really pretty. The carbon tip at the end is very nice. And it does sound a little bit more deeper and rumbly from what I can remember, but it's just not enough for me to be like, oh my God, I need that on the bike. The crash bars, I mean, who doesn't love a good crash bar? Although I do find that when I'm dropping down a gear, it gets in the way a little bit of my foot, so that's a little bit annoying, but that will be one of my cons. But the paint scheme, I actually really like it. The Alpine Edition with the white and the blue, it's really grown on me. Weren't a fan of it at first, but the more I look at it and I see it in the garage, the more I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I have formulated a few pros and a few cons, which I'll pop on the screen now for you to digest at your leisure. There's some typical Triumph cons in there for me, like a laggy dash. I don't know what it is, whether they've just got like slow CPUs or something, but yeah, they're always laggy and slow, and I just like them to move a bit faster. But yeah, overall, surprising ride. Didn't expect it, didn't expect to like it. I thought this would be kind of like a, nah, it's okay if you like Triumph Tigers. But actually, no, I really liked it. So, yeah, what do you think about this bike? Do you like it? Do you own a Tiger? Do you own a Tiger 900 or 1200? What's your argument for a 9 versus a 12 or a 12 versus a 9? Let me know. Just let me know. I'm interested. All right, team. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this review, this vlog, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Goodbye.